Hello everyone, welcome back to our cloud computing course. In today's session, we are going to learn one of the most important technology in the IT industry, cloud computing. Before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. How many of you use Gmail? How many of you upload photos to Google Drive? How many of you watch videos on YouTube or movies on Netflix? I'm sure almost everyone does. Now think for a moment. Where are your emails stored? Where are your photos saved? Where do YouTube videos come from? Are they stored on your mobile? No, right? They are stored on powerful computers located in data centers around the world. This computes delivery services to you through the internet. This technology is called the cloud computing. Today, we will understand what cloud computing is, why it is important. It features different cloud service model using simple example from our daily lives. Now, let's begin with the definition. Cloud computing is a delivery of computing services over the internet, also called the cloud. These services include servers, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, artificial intelligence services. Instead of purchasing and maintaining the expensive physical server and centers, organization can access these computing resources whenever they need them through the internet. The biggest advantage is that pay only for what they use, just like paying an electricity bill. So let us understand with an example, the real-time example of electricity. Do you generate the electricity at your home? No, right? Electricity is supplied by the electricity board. You simply use it and pay according to your monthly consumption. Cloud computing works in exactly the same way. Instead of buying the expensive server, companies rent computing resources from cloud providers such as AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud. They use the resources whenever required and pay only for the amount they consume. This is known as the pay as you go pricing model. The second example is a Google Drive. Suppose you save your project report in Google Drive. Later, your laptop suddenly stops working. Have you lost your file? No, right? You can simply log in from the other computer or mobile phone and download the same file. Why? Because your file is stored in Google Cloud server, not on your laptop. This is cloud computing in action. Why do we need cloud computing? Before cloud computing became popular, companies had to purchase expensive hardware. They need to build data center, buy server, install networking equipment, hire system administrator, maintain power supply and cooling system, replace hardware every few years. This required a huge investment. Cloud computing changed everything. Today, business can rent computing resources whenever they need them. As a result, initial investment is reduced. Maintenance become easier. Business can focus on developing the product instead of managing the hardware. Our next topic is key features of cloud computing. Now, let's understand the important characteristics of cloud computing. The first feature is on-demand self-service. This means user can create or delete computing resources whenever they need them without contacting the cloud provider. For example, suppose you want in virtual server on AWS. You simply log in, click launch the EC2 instance, choose the operating system, and within a few minutes, your server is ready. No engineer is required. This is called on demand self service. The second feature is the broad network access. Cloud services can be accessed from anywhere using the internet. You can use laptop, mobile phone, tablet, desktop computer. For example, you can open the cloud docs from your mobile phone while traveling. Later, you can continue editing the same document on your laptop. Cloud services are available on multiple devices. The third feature is resource pooling. Cloud providers own thousands of physical servers. These servers are shared among multiple customer. Although everyone shares the same infrastructure, each customer data remains completely separate and secure. Think of a large apartment building. Many families live in the same building. Each family has its own apartment and privacy. Similarly, multiple organizations share cloud infrastructure. The fourth feature is scalability. Cloud resources can increase or decrease automatically, depend on demand. Imagine Flipkart during the big billion day sale. Normally, 10,000 users visit the website every hour. During the sale, millions of customers visit simultaneously. Cloud computing automatically increases the number of servers. Once the sale is over, unnecessary servers are removed. The company pay only for the additional resources used for the scale of the Flipkart. The final feature is measured services. Every resource used by the server is monitored and measured. This includes CPU usage, memory usage, storage space, network bandwidth. Customer receives bills based on the actual usage, just like the electricity or water bills. If you use more resources, you have to pay more. If you use fewer resources, you pay less. The next topic we are moving is types of cloud services. Cloud computing provides the three service model. A simple way to remember them is IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Let's understand each one. Infrastructure as a service. In infrastructure as a service, the cloud provider supplies virtual machines, storage, networking, and other infrastructure. The customer installs the operating system, software, and application. Example includes AWS EC2, Google Compute Engine, Azure Virtual Machines. So example is imagine the renting an empty house. The owner provides only the building. You have to buy the furniture and decorate it yourself. This is IaaS. The next one is a platform as a service. Provides a ready-made development environment. The cloud provided manages operating system, runtime environment, database, web server. Developer only write application code. So for example, Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure App Services. So think of a fully furnished house. Everything is ready. You simply enter and start working. So this is the example for the PaaS. Software as a service. Software as a service provides a complete application over the internet. Users simply log in and use the software. Examples includes email, Google Docs, Dropbox, Zoom, Microsoft Office 365 and Salesforce. So example for the IaaS is Netflix is the IaaS application. You don't install the movie, you simply stream it over the internet. The next one is a type of cloud deployment model. So now that we understand what computer is, cloud computing is, and then the different cloud services models such as IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. Let us move to another important topic called cloud deployment model. Many students get confused between the service model and deployment model. Let me clarify the difference. Service model tells us what type of service the cloud provider offer. Infrastructure, platform, or software. The deployment model tells us where the cloud is deployed and who can access it. This is a very important common interview question. Thank you.